My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Slay the Spire Modded, where we are immediately going to be diving into a Marisa run, where I think we're going to be gifted with a card at the very start, right? Right? No? Yes? Yes, we've got a resounding blow already in the deck, lovely. So we'll try and go, try and go for zero cost builds that we can actually capitalize upon the addition of that resounding blow. No really great paths here. There's 2 rests, an early shop, and 3 elites on the left, and that's probably the best it looks like I can get. Now, Resounding Blow is also 2 triggers towards Mini Hakuro, which is lovely, obviously. But more so than that, I'm looking to get the zero cost boost in effect out of it. I think we can actually just kill here with a Master Spark now. Oh, yeah? Do any of these make sense with this build? That's like a harsh no for me. Ooh, Portable Prop Bag. Get 2 for 1. They're both zero cost as well. And then there's also Upgrade, which is another zero cost. Hell yes. The only non-default relic in this stop is the Guidebook. It upgrades 2 cards randomly when you pick it up, and it prioritizes rarer cards. Yeah, we can't take the curses. We've got a bunch of zero cost cards in our deck that don't actually currently do anything for us. This is the first time I've seen this on camera. I have seen this character off screen before. I don't know what mod introduces it. Looking at its animation, I'm gonna guess probably Conspire, but I'm not entirely certain. Wait. Nope, Portable Prop Bag is the other effect on me. Fair enough. By Voidling, hello. Which Leyline, Earthlight Ray, and Witch of Greed. Earthlight Ray is actually a little bit interesting in that the Amplify effect will allow me to put a random card from a discard pile into my hand. And then when I upgrade that, it becomes just a card, which will allow me to fish back zero cost cards like Upgrade and Rising Sweep. But we don't have any benefit from playing a bunch of zero cost cards yet, which has obviously got to come first. I say after having already made it clearly not my priority. Yeah, I guess I just use both. Dark Matter is a bunch of zero cost cards as well. Can only be played once per turn. Shuffle 2 copies of this card into your draw pile. Draw 1 card. When this card is exhausted, gain 4 block, and it's ethereal. Obviously, the problem with taking that is it doesn't provide us anything yet. Damn it. So we're getting the amplification wand here, by the way. Whenever you activate an amplify effect, gain 4 block. Should have played the extra defend there. I keep forgetting. I'm trying to stack the Mini Hakuro. I don't need to just stop when I have the best effects. I stop here because I'm waiting for Master Spark in order to instantly kill the frontliner. We've also got the Art of War. If you don't play any attacks during your turn, gain additional energy next turn, which is very rarely going to trigger for us, if at all. I ordered those specifically so that I would have all of my charge up at the very end. Got some extra energy this turn, which is nice. Not going to be relevant at all because there's no way we're going to draw enough. Ooh, 20. Hell yeah, just enough. We need to upgrade this Resounding Blow, right? It becomes 3 and 2. Yeah, it's still worth. Just considering how often we're going to play and hopefully upgrade as well that card. Omamori, negate the next two curses you obtain, as well as a Languish Potion. Fairy Destruction Ray. Deal 4 damage to all enemies. If you amplify it by 2 energy, it will instant kill those with 15 or less HP. That's something I want. Not like hugely, but I will take it. It'll be good here on the first floor. And something we do have to worry about is our viability here on the first floor, because we'll be better afterwards, but right now, yikes. Right, I'll upgrade the Master Spark only because we just fought the Sentinel, so I know this can't be the Sentinel. Okay. Probably throw the Languish Potion on the enemy. Portable Prop Bag is interesting. If I get Orichalcum out of it, it's a huge bonus, but if I don't, it's mostly bad, so that's a 2/3 chance for it to be pretty poor for us. I do want to upgrade here, though. It'll be enough extra damage that it'll be worth. Okay. Nice. Still managed to get out of that fight relatively well. It is the Eraser. Right-click during a combat to activate. Usable only once per combat. Restart an elite combat against a different elite. The enemy will be stronger. Can be used 3 times. Can take another upgrade, but it feels like we probably go with just Alice's gift here. It's the Super! When any cards to your deck, you may gain, or rather raise your max HP by 2 instead. I mean, that's how it's written. That's exactly what it says. I can't be overacting. It says exactly that. Deals triple damage. Sure, we'll actually just pop that off for the 21 right now. Yep, because we're pretty damn likely to just be killing this turn. Just ley line. No, a bunch of stuff I still don't want. We are having a lot of difficulty here. I'll upgrade Alice's gift. I feel like that's going to be really essential in the final elite fight if I actually even decide to go there. Okay, so 15 or less HP. That'll just murder you. And then that'll murder you. It's fine. We don't even need to go for anything else here. Spark, 0 cost. No. Damn it. Where is all this 0 cost synergy? It feels like most of it is in powers and in the Starlight Typhoon. I think I'm calling it by the wrong name, actually. Okay, so we've got 4, 8. We've got 8 and 6. 8 and 6 is 14. We don't have enough to take out any of these targets at all. It's really unfortunate for us. So we should just set up to get them to good breakpoints. Both of the backliners can be killed with a single strike here. I didn't want to upgrade the strike there because I didn't want to use my charge up yet. We're just dead in this combat. I can't use a razor here, so. Yup. Oh, God. That's what happens when you go for a 0 cost build and can't find any of your 0 cost cards. Alright. Enemies in the next 3 combats have 1 HP. We'll just go for that. Try and hug this line, get an early free elite. Sure, we've also got an early shot, which is actually a little bit inspiring. Milky Way. Gain, block, all attacks in your hand, deal extra damage. Sure, we'll take that. So we've got Komachan, which is from Halation. Right-click to activate the next room you can go to, other than bosses. Becomes a rest site, can only be used once. as well as the shielding shard. For each act you climb, gain 3 temp HP at the start of combat, as well as the ornamental fan for every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block. That would be really, really good with a Casket of Stars build, but we don't have access to that right now. I feel like I probably just like hard passed these. I was looking for something a lot better there. Randomize our starter relic. Can't drop Mini Hakuro. It's so important to this character. Upgrade a card in the deck. Sure, let's upgrade Milky Way. Then we'll upgrade Master Spark. Right, elite number 1 is going to be extremely simple. Got him. Tiny chest. Upon pickup, gain 30 gold. You're 10% more likely to find treasure in question mark runes. We'll also take a machine gun spark here. So now we're going for the upgrade build, effectively. Upgrade versus Alice's Gift. Alice's Gift will benefit from this as well, but I have to take Alice's Gift. It's uncommon. I really, really want it in this build. Toy Battleship. Whenever you enter a rest site, during the next combat, the first card played each turn also draws you 1 more card. There's an upgrade. Beautiful. Anything else here that really functions well for us? Next turn, upgrade all cards in your hand for the rest of combat. Upgrades to retain your hand this turn. Next turn, upgrade all cards in your hand. No, because we're going for this build, we're very likely to try and keep it relatively thin. So we should be able to upgrade the cards ourselves. I do want the Clockwork Souvenir, though. That's just extremely powerful. Not like specifically for this character, but in general. Ship in a Bottle. Future card rewards have 1 random card upgraded. Nice. As well as the Foam Finger. For the first 3 turns of combat, draw 1 additional card at the start of each turn. Oh, wait, we did draw before the effect. Nice. So if I use Cursed Concoction here, I can actually just go for a bunch of damage this turn. I feel like that's probably a good idea. And then this sets me up for Alice's Gift to be 30 damage next turn after I use 1 attack. Or 36 after I use an upgrade. Satchel. At the end of each turn, retain 1 card. Final Spark this early. I do have Master Spark, Machine Gun Spark, and then other sparks. And if I put other sparks in this deck, that would make a little sense. That's 1 less energy for each spark card played this combat. Deals 40 damage to all enemies. The Magic Absorber is also quite powerful, but we do have the Clockwork Souvenir. Just kind of already removing the cost of that. Final Spark can just be held by the Satchel, retaining 1 card each turn. Until it's playable. Shrink Ray. Non-boss enemies have 10% less HP. Big fan. Got him. Another Machine Gun Spark. Works for both sides of our build right now. Oh my god, look at these 2 upgraded Machine Gun Sparks. Hell yes. Just completely remove 1 from the field. I do love that. I wonder if I should have just played an extra strike last turn in order to get closer to this Final Spark. Oh well, no way to know. On and really not what I was looking for. At least we can now play Final Spark. Hey, there we go. Magic Broom. Every time you play 3 cards that cost 0, draw 1 card. You couldn't have turned up in the last one? Nothing there. Upgrade final spark. It innately has retained on the upgrade. Oh, that's interesting. I think we do that, right? Upgrade is really important, actually. Specifically because of the machine gun sparks. Alright, I'm actually going to hold on to a defend, because that final spark's not going to be playable in this first cycle. Yeah, I'll probably just speed potion, and then defend, defend, defend. Hold on to a machine gun spark, so I can upgrade them later. Hit him with a Master Spark? Probably. Oh, no, I want to hit them with 2 sparks. Right, of course, because I want to try and upgrade my... unlock the ability to use my final spark. Okay, so I'll hold on to Machine Gun Spark. Hell yes. Good Milky Way draw. Oh, and it drew into upgrade. Hell yes. Look at this. 18 damage 6 times. Chain him off at the very end there. Oh, God, that was lovely. All right. Big Crunch is... No, we've seen this before. We don't have a thick enough deck for it. Escape Velocity at the start of each turn. Draw 2 more cards and add a burn to your hand. Not... 2 more cards each turn is really, really good for the ability to combo our pieces together, so upgrades and Milky Ways and stuff like that. But after the first cycle, and we will cycle multiple times with this deck because it's going to stay relatively thin. After the first cycle, this starts to just draw burns as well, which is not great for us. Millisecond pulsars, amplify effects cost no extra energy this combat. So there's only 2 amplify effects in our deck so far. It's not really worth taking for that reason. Terracotta Horse. Gain energy at the start of each turn. Raise your Ascension level by 5. There's also Endoplasm. Gain energy at the start of each turn. The first time you lose HP each round, lose 50 gold. Whenever you lose HP outside of combat, lose 50 gold. And then finally, White Beast statue potions always appear in rewards after combat. We'll be taking the Terracotta Horse here. Extra energy is really, really useful for this deck right now. It'll get us to be capable of playing the ultra powerful card in our deck earlier. Okay, so there's actually a line here that takes me to the Emerald Elite, and then I fight another Elite after a rest. Then I get a late shop, I dip over here, and I can get a final Elite, so I can actually get a 3 Elite line, but also pick up the Emeralds using the portals. Now you're thinking with etc., and so on and so forth. Excellent. We do want to upgrade Final Spark to be innately retained, though. Should have done my double strike at the front there. That would have been much better. Then I would have had the extra energy to double damage the Final Spark that turn. Not that it was necessary, but still. Good to keep that in mind. Nothing in that hand that I wanted. Okay, Grinning Jaw is ridiculous for this character. So is Force Pull, so those two immediately come to mind as things that I desperately want. There's also Machine Gun Spark here. So, Grinning Jaw. Obtain a skill that draws 2 cards. Obtain an additional copy for every other 12 cards in the deck. So we get 2 cards that are just 0 cost, draw 2 cards. Helps us thicken up our hands, but also each of them get us a charge up, which is really nice. 0 cost cards obviously also contribute towards our draw through the Magic Broom. That's another reason I want Force Pull as well. Alright, I'll take Force Pull over the Machine Gun Spark here. There's also a meal ticket. Whenever you enter a shop, heal for 15 HP, as well as the funnel. At the end of your turn, unused energy is converted to 4 block each. I'm specifically doing that just so that I can get as many charges of my enemy's plated armor off as possible. Yeah. That's a lethal right there. Upgrade? Pre-upgraded upgrade? Easy. Easy pick right there. Actually gonna drop the fire no, I shouldn't drop the fire potion here. I should, however, still just use all of those sparks. Getting closer to my ability to use the other one. That's now 33 by itself. So now it's 66 by itself. Still 66 by itself. Okay. No, we'll be fine. Unstable Bomb actually does work with this build, and it gives us some not energy, but some money to take, so more than happy to pick that up there. Update body text. Update body text, update body text, update body text. Update body text? Update body text. Oh, Snecko Ghost, hell yeah. Easy kill for us, hopefully. So the Snecko Ghost effect is just that the first hit against them every turn only deals 1 damage, and then they have a partial confusion. Thankfully, we negate that effect. Okay, so we've got a very, very upgraded Alice's Gift here. Unfortunately, the first hit against the enemy will deal 0 damage, so I have to waste a bunch of damage here. I'm just going to get rid of those two, though. The idea being that in the new deck, we'll get to the final spark, and then we'll use that with vulnerability, hopefully. I can't believe that we're not getting any of the important effects here. It's really frustrating. Wait, what? You are kidding me. Reduce the first damage taken each turn to 1. Not the first HP damage. So since I hit its Metallicize effect, since I didn't deal unblocked attack damage, which is the keyword this game uses, Ghostly wasn't finished. So it just got me. Oh, that's so lame. That's gonna make this fight so much longer. Let's defend, use a simple spark, then we can actually get a master spark off as well. Not really getting where I want, but it's okay. First hit, and then this is lethal. Whew. Vajra, start each combo with 1 strength. Don't mind if I do. Bunch of cards that don't really make sense in this deck, unfortunately. As much as I really want to upgrade that other Grinning Jar, I am about to go to another elite, and I am mortified by the possibility that they could kill me. Just after how bad of a previous battle we had, I figure this is probably worthwhile. I'm gonna use the shift potion. It'll just give me an extra point of dex and negate the effect of the Clockwork Souvenir. But it also draws us a card, and then Milky Way to draw a card as well. I'm just trying to get a large enough hand when I do my buffs. We'll hold on to another spark here. I think we're probably just gonna try and reach for lethal real quickly. That Grinning Jar, then this other Grinning Jar, but That'll also try and draw an extra card, so I should play something first. Don't want to play the upgrade because there's a bunch of good options left in the deck to upgrade, so I'll play a defense. This should draw 3, and it does. Alright, so now upgrade, upgrade. Yeah. Those are pretty ridiculous. Potato! During your turn, you're immune to damage. I mean, if we got that a lot earlier, we would have been considering a burn build. Cursed Dice can only be used once. When you would die, shuffle your hand and discard pile into your draw pile. You no longer take damage. If you win before you empty your draw pile in hand, heal 35% max HP, otherwise you die. I'm going to take the Sapphire Key here because this deck is relatively thin and should stay that way. So ideally, that wouldn't result in a win for us. Ow. Yeah, felt like it was probably just about time to blow the enemy up. Galactic Halo pre-upgraded though. Double Spark is actually also interesting in that it is a spark that adds a spark to your hand. So for 2, it's the reduction of the final spark's cost by 2 as well. I'll take it. This is a pretty good opening hand right here. Yep, you know what? I feel like I'm pretty confident with how this one's going. There are Snecko kill quests. There is not. Kill 3 snake plants. Who does that in the standard run? Galactic Halo as well as 6A? It's a 0 cost card. No. No, don't get blinded. Don't turn this into a 0 cost build. This is not what this build is. Shuriken. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 strength. We do that relatively often. At the start of combat, the enemy with the most HP loses 8 strength this turn. That's okay. There's the Starlight Typhoon that I was looking for. 0 cost deck. How many cards? 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0-ish. 0. And generates a 0. Could still just take Starlight Typhoon. And Milky Way. Obviously, Medical Kit is here as well. Unplayable status cards can now be played whenever you play a status card exhausted, so we could then go for all of the burn synergies. But also, we could not do that because pivoting this late in the game is probably a great way to lose. Taking those 2. I'm also going to take Spore Crump here, apply 2 vulnerable to an enemy, the amplifier being apply more vulnerable instead to, rather apply it to all enemies instead. Sure, apply 2 weak to all enemies here. Seems like that could be useful. There's the final spark. Knew it was coming. Another double spark? Makes sense right now, right? Hey, and we also get another Grinning Jar card as well. Lovely. What a poor turn right there. Alright. I'll play all of the rest of those literally just so I'm closer to my next ability to play the final spark. 22 damage with a single spark here. Hell yeah. This is the first instance of damage will actually be cut, but then the rest of them shouldn't be. Yes, they weren't. Lovely. All right. Good kill. Arrowhead, whenever you upgrade 2 cards, or rather you can upgrade 2 cards whenever you smith. Pre-upgraded Auto Cloud is really difficult to turn down. It's just a bunch of defense. And then here I do want to smith 2 things. But with Grinning Jaws, it's going to set us up much better for the next floor. I mean, I'm kind of comfortable throwing out a bunch of damage here on turn 1. Machine Gun Spark can get nutty, but we can actually just have Alice's Gift get, like, similarly nutty. That's half of the HP of the Mysterious Rune there on the first turn. I mean, come on. Have to admit that went pretty well. Starlight Typhoon is already up to 19. Okay, Dodecahedric Rune. After you spend 11 energy, it will heal 20 and gain 3 strength. Hold on to Final Spark yet again. Obviously, we'll start with the Grinning Jar. Milky Way probably doesn't seem right yet, but I should be using it this turn anyway, so may as well. Now, this is still not enough damage. Spore Crump isn't even going to get through that, so I should really just, like, hard defend, then Spore Crump here. Yeah. It's just another 0-cost card played for us at that rate. Do I keep Unstable Bomb because there's still the upgrades in my discard pile? Yeah, I should. Alright, we are basically looking for lethal this turn now. Thankfully, this hand looks like it's probably got it. Yeah, 42 tripled. Feels like lethal. Really happy I upgraded before we went into that fight. Okay, so now we've got Collecting Quirk. Deal 9 damage to a random enemy for every 4 relics you have. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so that's only 3 applications of that. The upgraded version of that does it for every 3 relics you have, which would be 4. It's not powerful enough at all to work around that. Yeah, we just drop these. Sozu! Gain energy at the start of each turn. You may no longer obtain potions. There's also Kintsugi, which is, of course, remove 5 cards from your deck. Choose 2 curses to obtain. And Hollow Soul, whenever you would die in combat, immediately restart the fight with 20 max HP, or rather 20% max HP. Regain your original max HP, heal to 50% of it, and recharge the relic if you win the fight. I feel like we just go for Sozu, have the extra energy. Kind of a boring option there, but we have a lot of draw in the deck, which is kind of not characteristic of this character. This character has very, very, very little access to draw and defense by design. But if we can get it going, may as well. Starlight Typhoon is already 14 damage AoE. Like, that's reasonable. It can be a lot better, obviously, but it's still reasonable at the moment. Now it's 36 damage in AoE. That's an almost lethal. Can't take any damage in my turn. Thorns doesn't do anything to me. Hell yeah. Forgot about that from Potato. Double Spark yet again? Sure. Oh! This has been redone. Hell yeah. Hey, card removal. Do like that. Right, what should be next? Probably it's just a straight up defend. Yeah, it's just a straight up defend. Orange Pellets. Whenever you play a power skill and attack in the same turn, remove all of your debuffs. We have like no skills in the deck, so that's probably not going to happen. Upgrade again is obviously really nice for all of the different kinds of builds that we're running in the deck right now. Dirty Lipstick. Upon pickup, permanently increase the damage and block of all basic cards by 2. Not bad. Just upgrades them all effectively. Strawberry from the max HP. I think we go upgrade. Maybe nothing else, because we do have another shop in 2 spaces time if I want it. I kind of do. Not super pleased about the fact that we're going to be taking 8 damage here in the first turn, and inevitably more thereafter. Oh, come on, I need the Starlight Typhoon to really come through for us here. We need more zero-cost cards. So I can get 22 in AoE with that Starlight. I think I have to do that. Then how do I solve the kills afterwards? I can get this one really easily. Alice's is the kill on that line. But then the backliner has to be with the fire potion. It's not too bad. Explosive potion that I can't take, as well as a bunch of cards I don't want. Treasure map? No, not really. The map shows what relics can be found in treasure and elite rooms. Way too late to pick that up. We can take Machine Gun Spark and another Starlight Typhoon. Both of those seem like good ideas here. Obviously, there's also the boot, which means that any Machine Gun Spark is, the upgraded one at least, is already 40 damage. Yep, we'll take the boot as well. We have 4 copies of Machine Gun Spark in the deck. It's worth taking now. Alright, we completely negate the Death's Touch. I should upgrade before I do the double sparks here. The double sparks I'm literally just doing for the fact that it gets to play a bunch of zero cost cards, so I get the draw here. I'm gonna throw a weakness potion in before I defend, and then unstable bomb. For a bunch of damage. Oh, gosh. I kind of just have to cop the hit here. Because if I transform the enemy there, I'm just taking a bunch more damage. I obviously don't yet have lethal. So now just setting up for Alice's gift to be like insta-kill. Okay. Milky Way there first, then this one. This is now 51 tripled. Lethal. Beautiful. Warpaint, upon pick up, upgrade 2 random skills, as well as a random black card to the deck. Oh, Haul is obviously ridiculous with this character. But we also actually have enough energy to just play an ultimate form outright. 2 strength, 2 dex every turn. No, drawing the entire draw pile is ridiculous. Darkspark, Blaze Away, and War Paint, though. Upgrades Hall. Exactly the kind of thing I was aiming for there. We'll rest in this space as much as I desperately want to upgrade, just because we're going immediately for another elite. Not too pleased about the fact that we have no defense in the entire deck and just aren't offensive enough to really get things going at the speed that we would need them to. Okay. It's fine though. We've got this kill easily. We need a lot more healing though than I thought. All these smooth stones started combat with Dex. Beautiful. Another machine gun spark or a... No, machine gun spark. We have the boot. Have to go for the machine gun spark now. As much as I want to go for another elite, I'm worried that the Reptimancer definitely kills us. Bottled Flurry. Upon pickup, choose a card. You retain that card at the end of your turn. If it would exhaust due to being ethereal, it retains instead. We will retain the final spark. Saves us from upgrading it. Already retains. Hell yes, come on, get a defense. We got one defense. All I wanted. And now line up for the final spark. Lovely. Probably don't need another energy flow in this deck. Rest here yet again. Don't want to, but have to. I'll just upgrade a single card in the deck with this. Don't need to be greedy about it. It's already retained, obviously. I'm thinking it's probably like another Milky Way with a bit more defense as well. Oh, hell yes, Hall. Oh, we're gonna run out of energy before we can even use much of what we're getting here. Okay. Upgrade. Milky Way, then Milky Way again. Okay, these machine gun sparks are now just a ridiculous amount of damage. Let's retain one. Thankfully, we have the inability to take Thorns damage on our turn. Steroid Potion would have been nice there. I'll take the upgrade, though. Because this final boss is going to be terrifying if we could have been taking Thorns damage. This is kind of a zero-cost Spark deck. It's got some stuff going on. Zero-cost Spark deck that also upgrades cards. Just trying to draw basically every card in existence, yeah? Obviously did that poorly, but we can finish it off with the Starlight Typhoon next turn. It's going to be the first time we actually use the Starlight Typhoon well. Don't want any of those. Have to take the recall here. Got to remember from my Beaked episodes. upgrade all of that there. A double spark again. I should machine gun spark before I use the double spark here. Each of those Starlight Typhoons seems like a good idea to keep in hand. Just set me up for the clear. Alright, it really does feel like I should just have lethal if I go for the back line this turn. And it turns out, yeah, we do. That would have been extreme lethal to us if we didn't have that potato, so real appreciative here. Potato is also going to be particularly good in the hard fight as well, negating the effect of Beat of Doom. Beat of Death, sorry? Called Beat of Death. Okay, let's smith here. I think upgrading each of the machine gun sparks is going to be a good idea. At the end of elite combats, raise your max HP by 4. Somehow I feel like isn't going to be entirely useful. Dark Shackles I can just retain until the right turn. That'll be extremely useful. And then I'll take a power potion. No, I can't take a power potion. Okay, I'll just remove a standard strike. Can't take a power potion because it's Sozu. How am I surrounded? I could just fly away. I should have just played upgrade for no reason there. I want to keep the Milky Way in hand because obviously I have nothing worth upgrading in that hand. To a random enemy. Okay, this will kill the backline and then turn me around. That's good enough. Yeah. Which will actually result in me taking no damage this turn. Didn't seem like an option at the time, but it's all worked out in the end. Okay, 33, triplicated, obviously, 99. We've got this bag of marbles at the start of each combat. Apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. Alright, here we go. Good. Dark Shackle's already in the hand. Unfortunately, everything else here is complete garbage. Hold on to that Dark Shackles, though. We're not vulnerable. Beautiful thing to negate. So Dark Shackles could be used this turn in order to prevent 30 damage. But if I could use it in a couple turns, I could prevent a lot more. But with very little defense left in my deck, if I take this 30 damage, the next hit will just kill me. So I actually don't think we have too much of a choice there. Ah, damn it. Obviously, I should have used the liquid bronze. That would have been 15 times 3, 45 damage on the enemy there. That's my bad. Gosh, I can't have this hand just get too full of complete trash because it's not looking good right now. These machine gun sparks are really effective at this point. I'll get as much defense as I possibly can this turn and save a machine gun spark in my hand. I'm going to need them to be more effective than that. Not bad, not bad. Managed to deal the full 300 that turn. If we can survive this turn, 47 incoming. Yeah, we can with that defend. Then over the next 2 turns, we just need to deal the 312. That's not undoable. It's quite doable. Especially with that Alice's gift staying in my hand there. So enemy would have taken 45 more damage. I hope that doesn't actually turn out to be the difference maker here. Okay, so we're looking to upgrade Milky Way. We've already got this with the machine gun spark right there. Hell yeah! That's an Ascension 8. It started out as Ascension 3, but an Ascension 8 victory with Marisa versus the Heart. Hell yes. Not half bad, not half bad. Feeling pretty good about it. We're going to be moving on to the next character next episode, which I believe... actually, you know what? I'm not even going to guess. I'm going to go quickly check because I don't want to be wrong on this. Now, what has it been done? The Spire sleeps, and so shall I. Please, let me get back to the main screen. I don't want to have to watch that end screen every time. Yes! Next is the Construct. Hell yeah. It's been a while since I played the Construct. I am ready for it. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire Modded. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.